Let's take a quick look at how you create, rename, and delete files using the C standard library. We'll open up working.c here, and we'll paste this into our working project. And we'll start by creating a file. So we'll define a constant character string for our file name. We'll call it file1. And now we'll create it by opening it in write mode. So you remember fopen uses a mode string as its second argument. The first argument is the file name. The second argument is the mode string. And opening the file in write mode will create a file if it doesn't exist. If the file already exists, it'll overwrite it with an empty file. We'll just close it right away, and that will create the file. So we'll just put file created. And we'll go ahead and save this and run it. So compile and run, press the big green compile and run button. It says file created. If I come over here to my working folder and I'm going to press F5 to refresh the file system, we'll see we have a file there. File1, we've created the file. Now let's rename the file. So I'm just going to take all of this and I'm going to delete that and I'm going to replace it with renaming the file. So we'll create another file name for the renamed file. Very creative naming going on here. Don't try this at home, kids. Then we'll rename the file. This is easy to do. Rename takes two arguments. The first argument is the old name, and the second argument is the new name. And we'll just compile that and run it. Oh, I forgot to put in a little done here, but if we come over here to our working directory and I'll press F5 and we'll see that we no longer have a file1, but now we have a file2. So that's how you rename a file. And then finally, we want to delete the file. We use remove, fn2, and I'll put a string and say file deleted. And we'll compile and run that, and it says file deleted. And I'll come over here to my working directory and I'll press F5 to refresh the directory, and we see that the file is gone. So here are the function signatures for the functions we've used in this lesson. fopen opens a file. And this was covered in the previous movie in detail. Rename renames a file, and remove deletes a file. Rename and remove return an int, and the int is 0 upon success, or a non-zero value if there's an error. And rename takes the old name and the new name as its arguments, and remove takes the file name to be deleted as its argument. So that's how you create, delete, and rename files using the C standard library. Now let's delete our working files and run clean to get set up for the next lesson.